Hey ladies, and welcome to day 2 of being able to look at how to elevate your manifesting potential. Yesterday we went through and discussed about clearing out our wallet, being able to take all the receipts out, and also being able to remove all of those store cards and put them into an app called Stow Cards, and then being able to go through and say our mantra. Hey, Natalie, I hope that's pronounced right, love. I know I didn't pronounce it correctly the other day, so please feel free to come in and correct me. I always do like to get people's names pronounced right. So today we're going to go in and we're going to continue on. Hey Kylie, how are you? We're going to go on and continue on from yesterday's theme around clearing out our wallet and how to be able to be able to tune in and tap into the amazing manifesting portal that we've got going on there. How is everyone? I hope everyone can hear me clearly. I'll turn that up. Sorry about that. So we spoke about being able to look at building a beautiful relationship around money, learning to address the fact that everyone loves it, but we don't usually conversate about it or own it or honor it. Today we want to go through and have a look at how do we take that to the next level. So most of the times when we have a look in our wallets, either filled with old energy and all that kind of junk that we just shove stuff in our wallet and off we go. But now that we've cleared that, I'd love to hear how did you feel after first doing that exercise and getting it all organized? Did you feel differently about the relationship that you have with money now? Now, what I find with most people when they talk about abundance is that when they open up their wallet, if they don't find that there's money in there, even if they've got it in a card, they feel not as secure. Money and abundance connects into our first base chakra, which is all around safety and security. So if we don't have cash in our wallet, we tend to usually feel a little bit not as secure. So today's theme is around being able to look at the highest denomination of $1 of a note, regardless whether it's $5, $10, $20 or $50 or even a $100 note. I want you to be able to grab the highest denomination of a dollar note, I keep saying dollar note, but of a denomination of a note. And all women have little places in their wallet, like little, not so much like secret places, but they usually have a fold in their wallet where they can put a note in there. What I want for you to be able to do today is to be able to get that denomination of the note that you can afford comfortably. Now, don't judge yourself on what the number is on that note, but put it into your wallet in a place at the back where you don't see it, but you know that it is there. The reason for that is if you always know that, let's just say, for example, you put $20 in there. It doesn't matter whether you have money in there or not, or you start to run a little bit low on funds at the end of the week, you will always know that there will be that $20 there. Will be enough to get you something to make dinner. It'll be enough to get milk and bread. It'll be enough to put petrol in your car. It'll be enough to be able to create that safety and security, and that's what we want to be able to achieve, of being able to feel more safe and secure, and knowing that if there is a denomination of a note in your wallet, it's like circulating that vibration of frequency of money through your wallet all the time. And this makes us feel good about ourselves, and it helps us develop that relationship around money and abundance at a much higher frequency. So this is something that's just to have a little bit of fun with, and to be able to elevate that connection with manifesting more money into our wallet, because if we already have money in there, it's going to create like a magnet and attract even more money, which gives us even more safety and security. And so by this stage of day 2, you're not only going to have all of your wallet vibing at this beautiful new ratio of energy that is zinging through your personal wallet now because you've cleaned it out, but you now know that there is a safe amount of money that you can access at any given time. Now, what I find is that when I've done this exercise myself, is that even though I know it's there, I never use it, ever. Because you'll always find creative ways, because you know how important it is to leave it there, because you know that that is like your magnet. It's like your attraction that is going to create even more wealth and an even stronger relationship with money by leaving it there. So it's amazing how by just knowing that it's there creates a calmness within our own self. And even if worst case scenario on that day, if you do need to use it, believe me, it gives you the greatest sigh of relief to go, oh, I actually have got that money sitting there, and I'll replace it as soon as I've spent it. Because the moment that you do spend it, you are instinctually thinking to yourself, I need to replace that. And you do automatically, because you understand the symbology of what that note is that's sitting in your wallet. This is something that I have done with my children as well. They've always folded up money and put it in a special little sleeve in their wallet. It's something that I do with my husband and with my own self. And it is a way to always keep that channel of attraction and that channel of having that fabulous relationship with money sitting there, because you can sit there and you open up your little wallet and you'll be like, hello, I know you're there. And it is about connecting in with that base chakra, and it is about sending a new vibe through your wallet, and it is about helping you develop that new relationship around money. Is this something that you have ever done your own self, Natalie? Is kept a certain dollar note in your wallet at all times? So this exercise itself is to be able to take the work that we did yesterday to a new level. And it's about being able to, for me, whenever I've done this, no, never. Oh, that's really good. So you'll really enjoy this when you do it. Usually when I do this exercise, I always always go to the bank and take out that denomination of the note that I'm going to use, because then by the time it's come out the teller machine, it's nice, crisp, clean and fresh. And again, it's that representation of respecting it. And then I will, as I'm putting it into that place, remind myself with the incantation of I love money, and put it in that beautiful, secure place. And it's always there. And it's that communication to yourself that you are honoring, and not having to hide the fact that you do love money, and that you understand that you're a magnet for attracting money. So why not create the greatest magnetism inside your own wallet by having that denominations sitting right there? Because we start to build up this, I don't want to say new relationship, but we build up this new energy vibration around our connection with money. Every time we see that, it's almost like a sigh of relief. It's knowing that doesn't matter how tight people's budgets get, there is always that little bit of safety and security that is always going to be there, available and accessible to you at any given moment. That gives us a sigh of relief. Usually what will happen is that when people are working with this abundance, especially if budgets are tight, we start getting more and more stressed as we start to see the funds starting to go down. This way, it's always reducing that stress, because you always know that there is that compartment within your wallet that you can access at any given time. So immediately we reduce our stress, because if we have stress and we have worry, that's the kind of vibration we're sending out to the world. So it makes it much harder to work with an abundant mindset if we, our own self, don't feel abundant. So this way you always know that you are always abundantly supplied for. If you put 20 bucks in there, you know that worst case scenario, if you want to go and grab yourself a coffee, you've got funds to do that. You've got the money to, if you spot a really nice top and you want to grab it, it's there to do that. There is nothing stopping you from having what you want, because you have those funds there. But a lot of the times what will happen is you will not touch it, because you understand the symbology of it, and you'll still be able to get those other things that you want. And this is where we start to realize that just that shift of moving outside of stress and worry about money immediately starts allowing us to send the vibration of loving money, and understanding that money loves you too. So this is a real fun little tip, and it's been amazing how many times, like I remember many times with my kids going, oh my God, I thought I was going to be stuck somewhere, and I knew that I had that. Or, you know, my son, he works on a building site, and he's like so used to just using things for using his card that one day when he was on a building site, he'd not got up, hadn't made his lunch in time, and so therefore he's like, you know, I've got my key card, I can purchase something. But that day, the key card machine and, you know, the trucks that come on site was broken. So the only way that they could access food that day was having cash, and he knew that he had that little bit of safety net sitting there. And as soon as he spent it on the way home, he made sure he stopped and put the cash back into his wallet, because he understood the significance of what that exercise was about. These are the kind of simple ways that we can reduce that frustration. We can eliminate the stresses that come with abundance and start rewiring our subconscious mind to know that every tiny little action that we do is building more and more strength and a greater connection between yourself and attracting and claiming that beautiful abundant mindset that we are all attuned to, but sometimes the stresses counteracts the work that we're doing. So this way we have strengthened that base chakra, but we're also strengthening, most importantly, our mindset around money, because we have taken care of the number one thing that creates the biggest amount of stress, which is safety and security. So it's fun, it's easy, it's simple. And as I said, it's not about, you know, if you want to put $100 note in there, go for it. There is no set amount of what is the right amount. Do the amount that you're comfortable with the most. Think about to yourself, well, what would it take if all of a sudden you got stuck and you needed to put petrol in your car? Or what would it take to be able to create a meal for yourself? Those kind of things. And then, you know, use that maybe as your reference point, because then you'll always know that you have those funds there to do that and more. And this is something that I think is where we start to shift that mindset, where we start to break through some of those limitations, where we break through that concept of some of our old ruminating stories that play over again about, you know, money's hard to come by. If you always know it's sitting there, you know that it's always there, so it breaks through that limitation. Or you know, money doesn't grow on trees. Well, you've got proven fact and evidence to suggest that, yes, that money is sitting in your wallet. It's accessible. You can use it at any given moment. It also helps us to be able to feel that we are creating this beautiful new bond between breaking through those old stories and establishing new healthy beliefs around money. And that's the most important things, is shifting our belief systems and honoring the fact of the value of how much we do value our money frequency. And the frequency of money is through the notes that we see sitting in our wallet. Even though I understand it's usually a cashless society, we still like to know a lot of the times we will use our key card and not always keep in track of how much money we've actually got left in our bank. So even though we have the convenience of our card, that doesn't secure that safety net that we all need to be able to have to create and establish a stronger relationship between money. So this is my my second tip for elevating your manifesting potential, is creating that safety and security for yourself, establishing that base chakra, and having, again, fun while doing it. And just remember, there is no right or wrong with the amount of denomination of the note that you leave in your wallet. But I want you to be reminded that every time you open up your wallet, you've made that commitment to honor that you love money and money loves you by simply keeping it in a little secure little spot in your wallet. And just see how differently you feel within your own self, knowing that that is there for you. So what do you think will be something that you will feel when you put that note in your wallet, Natalie? What do you reckon will create for you by just knowing that kind of dollar, that amount is sitting in your wallet that you can access at any given time? So this is number 2's tip, and I would love to hear how you go with doing this exercise, how you feel, what kind of communication you have in your mind, some kind of comfort. And that is exactly right, Natalie. I'm so pleased that that is what is going to be created for you, is a sense of comfortability and confidence, and knowing that that is sitting there for you. So I'd love to hear how you all go doing this exercise. Yeah, no worries, Natalie. I'd love to hear how this resonates with you, and just the kind of connection and the way in which your mindset is becoming attuned to the frequency of abundance and manifesting more abundance in your world. And we will continue this tomorrow. So please feel free to share your feedback, and much love to you all. Take care, and thanks so much for jumping on, Natalie. And I look forward to seeing you ladies tomorrow. See ya.